Few members of the extended roster of the British royal family in the 20th century can boast an aristocratic lineage as impeccable as Patricia Mountbatten, the second Countess Mountbatten of Burma. She was the daughter of Louis Mountbatten, the last Viceroy of India and the first Earl Mountbatten of Burma, and his wife, philanthropist Edwina Ashley, Lady Mountbatten. Patricia was the great-granddaughter of Queen Victoria and the cousin of Prince Philip. It's no wonder that a young woman raised in the world of English high society married into one of England's oldest families. Love found the young couple during World War II. Patricia's chosen partner was John Knatchbull, the 7th Baron Brabourne, who later became a successful film producer. Their wedding was attended by King George V and Queen Elizabeth, with Princesses Elizabeth and Margaret as bridesmaids. Lady Mountbatten would later become the godmother to the current King of the United Kingdom, Charles III. The Countess passed away in 2017, leaving behind a plethora of unique treasures amassed throughout her lifetime and inherited from both sides of the family. Today we shall delve into these treasures, beginning with the Mountbatten Star Tiara. The Star Tiara, adorned with diamonds and pearls, is actually the second of two similar tiaras belonging to the family. The first belonged to Patricia Mountbatten's grandmother, Princess Victoria of Hesse and by Rhine. When Princess Victoria married Prince Louis of Battenberg in 1884, she received a significant collection of jewels from her royal relatives. Her grandmother and maternal aunt, Queen Victoria of the United Kingdom, gifted her a pair of hair combs adorned with diamond stars and a pearl at the center. Princess Victoria incorporated these diamond stars into a star tiara, which was an extremely fashionable accessory at the time. It appears that this star tiara was the same one worn by Princess Victoria's daughter, Princess Alice of Battenberg, at her wedding to Prince Andrew of Greece and Denmark in 1903. Unfortunately, this star tiara no longer exists. Princess Victoria, who became the Marchioness of Milford Haven when the Battenbergs renounced their German titles in 1917, was visiting one of her sisters, the Russian Empress Alexandra Feodorovna, when the First World War broke out. She left the star tiara along with the rest of her jewels in Russia. She was not alone in her belief that Russia would be a safe place to store precious stones. Her first cousin, Queen Marie of Romania, also sent her jewels to Russia for safekeeping during the war. However, both collections were lost after the Bolsheviks came to power, and neither the Romanian nor the Battenberg jewels were ever recovered. And this brings us to the moment when today's tiara enters the history. Princess Louise, Duchess of Argyll, the aunt and godmother of Princess Victoria, decided that her niece needed a new showstopper after her other jewels were lost. She gifted Victoria this star tiara, adorned with diamonds and pearl stars, which looked exactly like the original jewels given to her by Queen Victoria in 1884, reflecting the family title before the war and becoming the second Mountbatten star tiara in honor of their name after 1917. The new tiara became the most significant jewel Princess Victoria possessed after the war. When her younger son, Lord Louis Mountbatten, married Edwina Ashley in 1922, Victoria gifted him a new star tiara to present to his bride as a wedding gift. Modifications were made to the piece in the 1930s, and Edwina was photographed in the tiara by Cecil Beaton for Vogue in 1937. But she also generously passed down this adornment to other women in her family. Several ladies from the Mountbatten clan wore the showstopper as a wedding tiara, including her eldest daughter Patricia. However, in her collection were not only tiaras. Let's explore the most interesting jewels that were auctioned off after the Countess Mountbatten's passing. Among the collection was a set of precious stones and a diamond necklace. This tutti frutti necklace, adorned with diamonds, carved emeralds, sapphires and rubies, belonged to Patricia's mother, Edwina. In the lot notes, it is described as presented as a hinged wreath of carved rubies, emeralds and sapphires, adorned with round-cut diamonds in collet settings and sapphire beads set with single-cut diamonds, noting that the piece is unsigned and comes with a Wartsky-fitted case. The necklace was undoubtedly intended to be worn alongside Edwina's Tutti Frutti bandeau from Cartier. This tiara is now part of the permanent jewelry collection of the Victoria and Albert Museum. In addition to the necklace, there were also earrings. In the lot notes, they are described as inspired by Tutti Frutti, each having a round bomber form, set with carved sapphires, rubies, and emeralds, as well as round and rose-cut diamonds. Like the necklace, they are unsigned and come in a Wartski case. Also in the collection were a pair of clip brooches described as inspired by Tutti Frutti, designed as a group of carved emeralds, rubies, and sapphires with inlaid single-cut and baguette-cut diamonds. They are also unsigned. One of the most magnificent lots is the Banks diamond pendant brooch. This extraordinary piece, described as having a central cluster with a yellow cushion-shaped diamond in a closed setting, within a scroll-patterned brooch, adorned with cushion-shaped diamonds and suspending 3 pear-shaped diamond drops, with the reverse of the central diamond with a glazed locket with plaited hair and the initials JSB. It belonged to Sarah Banks, 1744-1818, the sister of naturalist and explorer Sir Joseph Banks. She bequeathed it to her niece Dorothy, who subsequently left it to her nephew Sir Edward Knatchbull. It has since passed down through the Knatchbull family. Also showcased was the diamond necklace. Crafted in the 1880s as a garland of ivy leaves with twisting fittings, allowing it to be worn as a tiara. This necklace was worn by Lady Pamela for a portrait in the 1950s and was likely inherited from Edwina, Countess Mountbatten, who possibly also wore it to an event in the 1950s. Another adornment is this round-shaped diamond brooch, featuring a pierced wave-like pattern, single-cut diamond pave, and a classic-cut diamond at the center. It was created by the Earl Mountbatten as a gift for his daughter on a significant occasion, cleverly incorporating the recurring wave motif, reflecting his association with the sea. In 1986, the Countess Mountbatten was depicted wearing the diamond wave brooch at a dinner as the honorary Colonel-in-Chief of the Princess Patricia's Canadian Light Infantry, during which an official portrait was taken. Lady Mountbatten succeeded her distant relative Lady Patricia Ramsay, formerly Princess Patricia of Connaught, in the role of Colonel-in-Chief, in honor of whom the regiment was named. The collection also boasted the Brabourne tiara, crafted as a series of geometric panels adorned with diamonds, connected by a central old-cut diamond pendant and a cluster of shamrocks, removable, forming a brooch. The tiara was made and acquired by Lady Brabourne around 1925 and was typically worn with a magnificent Art Deco suite. This suite featured emerald and diamond jewellery, including a sautoir, bracelets and brooches, with the sautoir also convertible into a tiara. Lady Brabourne adorned the splendid Brabourne tiara and Art Deco parure in numerous series of official portraits during Lord Brabourne's tenure as the Governor of Bombay and Bengal, as well as at countless receptions hosted by the Viceroy. Lady Brabourne also wore elements of the sautoir as brooches at her son, Lord Brabourne's wedding to the Honourable Patricia Mountbatten, later the second Countess Mountbatten, in 1946. The Art Deco sautoir was set into the frame of the tiara and worn by the later Countess Mountbatten, then Lady Brabourne, at the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, the wife of her cousin, the Duke of Edinburgh. She complemented the tiara with exquisite diamond earrings, which also belonged to her mother-in-law, Lady Brabourne. Unfortunately, some parts of the luxury set were sold at auction in 1971, with the remainder in the 1990s. And the tiara was auctioned at Christie's in 2002. What was your favorite piece of jewelry? Post it in the comments.